Hello everyone, Steve here from Tech Toy Tinker and Retro Arena. Today I'm going to be introducing you to the RC1 build for the 351V, which will be available for download within the next hour or two. There are a few different things in this build that I wanted to talk about and show you guys. The first one is that I added microvision, and I chose that first because I think it's cool. I like the system personally, but also it has a historical reference, or importance I should say, in the sense that it was the first handheld to allow people to switch cartridges, basically making it the predecessor of any modern handheld or Game Boy or anything like that nature. It's very simple and basic, but it is unique, so I wanted to get that working, and I did, so I figured I'd show you guys that. Also, there's this theme here by Cody, which is very nice. I wanted to give him a shout out for that. Currently there's about 110 different systems, along with Moonlight, and you can play movies. You guys already know that. I don't really need to say that. There's an update here. Right now there will be nothing in there but a test package, just to make sure that it works. I've already tested it, everything's good to go. However, when it is done, when there's an update I should say, you will see update 1 and then update 2. You install them sequentially in order. So there's that first feature I wanted to show you guys. There's another one here. I wanted to point this out too. When you're using a exFAT card, you want to put it in after it's turned on like any other SD, but you want to run this script, and then it'll reboot and it'll start auto-loading from the card. The camera doesn't really want to focus on these letters here. Sorry about that, guys. Next thing I wanted to show you guys is the theme updater script. People were asking about this, and I intentionally dodged the question because I didn't want to say it was going to be in the build. I wanted it to be a surprise, and yes, it's here. So there's this. It'll install the theme. It'll go into a ETC emulation station. Once you exit the application, as a heads up, my camera really doesn't want to focus on this. Once you exit, it's going to reboot your system. I did that because it has this weird little bug sometimes where it makes the controller go funky. Like it moves 2-3 spaces at a time when it should only be moving 1, and until I can figure out exactly why it's doing that, I just opted to have it reboot instead, so that way it doesn't have that problem. However, it's something that I can fix and then push in an over-the-air update. It's not something that you have to reflash to fix, so I'm not super worried about that. That updater will let you get themes from the RetroPie binaries, or the RetroPie repo I should say, as well as from Cody's Git and Jetup's Git. So there's quite a large array of themes in there. The updater, I've already explained that as well. That's about the whole ordeal for this build. It's been a lot of... Oh, wait, there's a couple things I should still show, actually. It's been a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. There's been a couple new systems added, obviously, but not tons of them since the last build. It's mostly been about making things run better, making things more stable, and damn, I love this theme. Look at that. So Dreamcast, here's a new feature of this. When you start Dreamcast, it's going to natively run in 320 by... What was it? 240. Yeah, 320 by 240. Had to think for a minute, sorry. So it's going to run in 320 by 240, which honestly gives the best performance by a noticeable margin in several games that I've tried. However, that's not for everyone, and some games do work okay too at a higher resolution. So at that point, what you want to do is you want to... This is the exit for Flycast, by the way. So what you want to do is you want to exit out of that. You want to load the game again. And when it gets to the end of the loading video here, you want to hold A. So you'll do that. And then you see, it didn't want to show you, but it should change the text on the screen. It's booting at 640 by 480 now. So you have a choice in resolution for Dreamcast. I thought that was important. I haven't done Muppin yet because I don't know for sure if it's going to work or how well. And also, I really am more concerned about being able to play the library of N64 games than I am about making it look nice, in all honesty. And so yeah, I mean, I'm willing to look into it and see if it can be done, but I'm just not willing to sacrifice N64 playability to have it look better or have a higher resolution. To me, that doesn't seem like a worthwhile trade-off. However, the parallel N64 core does have Rumble now. So for the easier to run games like the Japanese release of N64 Mario, things like that, you can use the Rumble feature for that, no problem. So yeah, that's about it for this video. RC1 will be released in about an hour or so. Just wanted to take a few minutes and show you guys a little bit about what's changed and what's in the build. You can use your time zone settings now also here in advanced settings. You can change that and those will work for games. You can also change the language as well. It's not English, or it doesn't have to be English, I should say. It is English off the start, but you can make it whatever you want it to be. It's got the entire Linux language pack in there. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the new build. Take care.